So in the last video we have created the forms, we have added the validators into the text fields, we have completed our custom text fields, we set the obscures, we added the validators, we created the icons. So now we are almost set to complete our form. So let's connect all them up. So in the last video I also showed you how to create this key, which is nothing but a global state key. You can come and just assign it and name it like, so you can create multiple keys but with the different names. So that's how you identify or initialize the global key. Key is used to identify the form. So if you have multiple forms in the screens, you can use different keys to identify them individually. Okay, so now let's connect them all, right? So we want something like this key. If someone fills these two fields and then click on the submit button, so it will submit if everything is right, and it will not submit if something is wrong. So we have three validators. If this is empty, then something is wrong. If this is empty, or this is greater than 12 or lesser than 8, so that's condition we have put, right? Okay, so let's connect it all. Firstly, let's create an on tap action for our submit button. Okay, for that we have built the container. So let's wrap with a very familiar widget in our previous video, which is a getcha detector. Add an on tap functionality. Okay, and just let's create a method for this. Okay, so let's create a method for this, which is login. Okay, let's create a simple method on it. Okay, I think I should just use the fat arrows. So if you have like very simple code, so you can use the fat arrows too. Just add the fat arrows and you will like make our like code very compact. So now it's saying there's no login method, so let's build a login method, which is void login. So we don't have any error. So we created a void method because we don't want to return anything. In the real life case, you will return something as a response of a success or failure. So let's focus on it, right? So right now, like, we don't have any toast setup in this. We are just printing login successful in the console. Okay, so let's see how it goes. We go to debug console. You can see we are having a login successful. Okay, yeah. So what about the validators that we have put, right? Even right now, even if this is completely empty, we can submit and login is still successful. So now it's time to use the keys we are assigned over here. So for that we have something what we create a boolean. Okay, so how it works is the key, just a second. So the validator condition returns null, and it nulls whenever all the conditions or all the validator condition we have put is true. So that's why we use it. So let's create some validator. So let's create a final valid variable which will use our login key and it checks its current state, and it has so many features. So it's just right now we are just going to use validate because we want to validate if it's correct or not. Okay, so yeah, where are our validator? Yeah, so this validator will toggle this. So whenever the validator returns false, this will return false, and so we have an error, so we can just go and add the null check. Whenever it returns the false, valid will become false, and whenever it's true, it will become true. Okay, so for now, so let's create a valid and add a null check to it. What it's saying is it can be a null before using it. Null expression can be used with condition. Okay, so it is basically saying we can't use the null value. So for that we can just add a null check and you can just prevent it. So let's just valid to create the variable little bit more sensible as well. So now return. Okay, so let's check right now. Okay, let's start this up. So now you can see we have our error, which is password must be between 18 to 12 characters. Let's make it characters. We have the space, so 1.32 guys. Okay. Okay, so there's a major mistake. As you can see, this pop is not coming because we use the AND, so it's never going to be a case when the value is equals to null and the value is also empty. So for that we just have to use the AND or operators. Okay, so now you can see as soon as I submit, we got both the columns of error. So then I should start typing and I submit. Is correct, right? So that's what we wanted. If I add the password, okay, so both the error gone and we got the login successful message. Okay, so that's the basic connection of our form. So let's add some pop 2. Okay, so now you can see we have this. So now you see, so whenever I put the right like data into the text field, we didn't get any error. Okay, and whenever I put some data, we get no errors, right? So let's fill this form correctly. Let's add my password in this too, and yeah, so password must be greater than 8. Forget that. Yeah, so now we have our login successfully, right? So okay, so now let's make it more like our real. So we can also just remove the data every time someone submit a button. The value has to be gone to the somewhere, right? You can't just the value can't be sticked. So just to remove that, just go to the email controller dot clear and just clear both the controllers, right? So now you can see as soon as I hit the submit, login successful and email is clear. Also you can just navigate to the different screen. So let's go with the navigator dot pop, or you can just do with the push and context. You can just push it like if we use like you can search it. So and like I think we have to remove the push navigation push names. I think we removed this, guys. Otherwise you can just go this and copy this, boom, and in the main file just add the routes let's go home screen, right? This name is a home screen, and let's add something. We have home screen, we have our screen. So let's go to our input user screen now. The screen 1, which we have built with the navigation. Boom, boom. That's telling. Okay. Yeah. So we can do that too, right? So sorry for that. Okay, the arrow. We can just move forward with this. And there's our navigation thing. Right, yeah, this is it. So we can use our navigator in the lots of matters. So let's just copy it and add it. So here we are, we go to landing page, remove this routes and stuff, and let's directly add it to the sorry, like no, I use the getx, so we don't remember this point usually. So in this column you just add the navigation column, add the required brackets, close this, and screen one page. Boom. So now you get that. Okay, so let's refresh the app. So now it's your complete app, right? I add the Bhargav 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and submit the button, and you just enter the app. So you have come successfully added your login page and reached the home screen of the profile, right? So that's it for the video. I think have a nice day. Bye. In the next part we are going to deep dive under the features and add different features into our app, and I think we are just going to create a demo app, which is a to-do app. So yeah, we have our core features lined up, so let's go. Bye.